Good evening, Mr. Banks. How are you today?
I'm doing alright.
Good. Have a seat. So how's the weather outside?
Well, it's pretty decent. It's not too warm, not too cold. It's just right.
Okay, that's good. So how was your transportation? Because I know you don't have a vehicle.
It was a little tough getting here, but I made it thanks to my mother-in-law. She's always there helping me.
That's good. She's always there for you when you need her, so that's good. So before we get started, I have to go over the confidentiality agreement with you, which basically states that whatever we discuss in this room will remain between us unless you tell me that you was trying to harm yourself or others. Then I will have to report that to the proper authorities. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I just need you to sign this form for me. Thank you, sir. So, last Friday, we met and we went to the social service office. I assisted in getting you help with food stamps and also to see if you were eligible for a job. I also told you about the ad that was in the newspaper that you didn't know about. Did this help you at all?
Yes, it did. I really appreciate you informing me on the resources that can help me and I can use.
Okay. That's why I'm here. Just so we're on the same page, let's review some of the goals that we came up with. Some of the goals were to take you to the social service office, which was one of the goals that we accomplished. Another goal was within 1 month of today's date, you will have a job, which, that takes time because you have to complete the training program. So that's a work in progress. A third goal was to have you placed in a more comfortable living environment for your family. And I will also discuss that a little more in depth a little later on. And our last goals was to build your confidence, because your confidence is not where I would want it to be. Another thing I did not discuss with you was getting you help with your license. So that's another goal that I would really want to help you with in the future, so you will be able to get a vehicle after that. So it won't be a problem getting to work. So we discussed that we're planning to meet together weekly for the next 8 weeks as needed. Our purpose was to accomplish the goals identified, which I just listed. We will work together to ensure that you have a full-time job within 1 month of applying for the unemployment program. We will approach this work as a cooperative effort, with each of us contributing ideas and suggestions and each of us taking steps towards goal achievement. I, as your social worker, will serve as the role of counselor, educator, and advocate for you in attempting to reach the identified goals for work. So tell me, how was your experience at social services?
My experience with social services, when I arrived, I was nervous and I was anxious. And when I got there, I really did not know, who to ask help for and which line to stand in. But due to your help and your being there, you told me that I needed to go and ask questions, and you directed me to the right person I needed to talk to.
Okay. So tell me about your experience from when you first started to now being that you're in the actual training program now.
My experience, I kind of feel like my confidence is getting a little better than what it was. I'm asking questions and everything in the training program.
How is your training classes going that you signed up for?
My training classes are frustrating, to be honest with you, because some of the work that I'm seeing, I've never seen it before. Plus, I'm older and I haven't been to school in a while.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's probably people that's a little bit older than you that's probably frustrated as well. And do you ask questions if you don't understand?
At one point I wasn't asking questions, but I did start asking questions because I feel like I'm the main one that's continuously asking questions. Like I'm a question machine, constantly asking them questions.
Okay. Well, don't be ashamed to ask questions, because when you ask questions, that's the only way to truly learn. So, on that note, I have contacted some of your training professors, and they told me good things that, you ask questions and need help, and so far your grades are good. So just keep up the good work, and, soon you will have the job that you want. So, any questions that you have for me?
Do you know when I will get a job? A call for the job?
Yes. Right now, all I heard is that You should hear from them in 2 weeks when your training program is over.
Okay.
I know it's a long wait and you want to start working immediately, but this program will give you the tools and skills necessary to do well at your next job. I just ask that you continue to be patient.
Okay, because I really hope I get a job soon because I really need to provide for my family.
I understand. Are you still doing the odd jobs for your neighbors?
Yes, I am doing the little odds and ends and notes for my neighbors.
Okay. So that should be helping a little bit with the income. How is your relationship with your in-laws? Is it still positive?
Yes, the relationship with my mother-in-law is extremely positive because my mother-in-law, she also gave me land to live on. And she has been the one taking me back and forth to the store and grocery stores or wherever I need to go.
Okay, that's good. We did establish some action steps which included finding housing for you and your family the last time we met. Last time we talked, I said we will meet in 8 weeks as needed, and in that time I hope to get you housing within a certain time period. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I also helped you apply for housing, and I did get word back. They said you were eligible for Section 8 and you should be able to move within the next 2 weeks. Isn't that exciting news?
Yes, that is really exciting. I'm glad that I'll be able to move in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, that's good. It is closer to the city, so your kids will be able to ride the bus to school and play with other kids, so they won't have to rely on your mother-in-law to take them to school.
Mm-hmm.
It will also be easier for you to commute to work when you do get your license and get a car. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited about it, especially I'm closer to the city, and I'm able, you want to try to help me get my license and stuff like that, and to be able to have transportation.
Okay. Also, I know your wife stays at home. Will she be willing to help you with the finances?
Me and my wife were here last night. We talked about that, about her working. We were wondering if you were able to help her. Also, we're trying to get a job.
I can definitely do that, but we will discuss that probably in our next meeting and see what would be the best time to actually meet with her to discuss. I just don't want all the burden to be on you. So, since we're talking about your family, I also want to know how your granddaughter is doing.
My granddaughter, she's doing all right.
Is her father working to help take care of her?
Yeah, my son, he's working.
Okay. Is he in school also?
No, he's not in school. He's older. He's out of school. He did finish school.
Okay, that's good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you now from when you first started?
I can't say I'm that perfectly confident, but I can say on a scale of 4.5, close to 5.
Okay, so we're making slow progress, so it takes a little time, but we will definitely get there. Do you think the training classes are helping you towards the goals we outlined?
Yes, I do think the training classes are helping me.
How so?
Also, because first, when I first went to the class, I was nervous, and then the second day, I started to become open more with the people, and they teach me educational things and how to speak up for myself and stuff like that.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Can we talk more? Is there anything regarding that you want to ask me? Anything else additional?
Yeah, well, how long is the training class anyway?
The training class is 5 weeks.
5 weeks, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like in 5 weeks, I'll be more confident than what I was at first, because I had no type of guidance, know which way to look or anything.
Okay.
And plus with the training class, they also teach me how to ask questions, like don't look at the floor, make sure I make eye contact and stuff like that. And whatever I ask, make sure I am speaking clearly, not as in mumbling, so they can understand everything I'm saying. And really that's about it. And then also, back to my license, you was saying something to me about my license. Like, what steps do we have to take to my license?
We will discuss that a little bit more in depth, but let us finish focusing on the topic at hand right now.
Okay.
Is your training classes overwhelming?
Yes, they are a little bit overwhelming.
Okay. How can I make it so it's not so overwhelming for you?
The teacher, she noticed that I was getting overwhelming, so she started to like chunk things up as in don't push a lot on me at one time. She did the whole class that way because we all spoke up and said that we're getting overwhelmed. So she started to like slow the work down and give everything to us, you know, piece by piece, something to do one day and something to do next day.
Do you ask for help if you don't understand something?
Now I do. At first I wasn't asking help. I was still
Okay. I know you want to work better, but I would suggest that you continue with the program because I already see a change in you.
Mm-hmm.
You just sound more confident than when we first met
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Thank you.
I also know that the type of work you wanted to do was carpentry. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. If that is not available, would you be interested in other work that they might have available, such as plumbing or engineering?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So you don't have
Any discrepancies with I don't have anything with this. Is a job. I need money.
Okay, I understand. Okay, great. So I will contact them and let them know I am representing you and that you are willing to do any type of work if carpentry is not available.
Okay.
Okay. I plan on having you working as soon as your training is complete, which will be in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, we have achieved most of your goals. Do you have any concerns about anything else?
No, I don't have any concerns about anything else.
Okay. You don't need assistance?
But can I get more food stamps?
You would have to fill out another application to get more, to be approved for more food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still getting WIC for the baby?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I just need you to look over, you know, we have addressed most of your goals and we're still working on some. I made a contract, this is the contract, and I just need you to look over it and sign it to just make sure we're on the right page.
Okay. Make sure that everything went over is correct and stuff like that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I can sign it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, lastly, I just want to say everything you're doing,
Mhm.
you're doing really good.
Thank
I
you.
see a totally different person in front of me, and I just want to applaud you for all the hard work you're putting into this. I just want you to keep up the good work and, you know, keep pushing until we get this job that we want for you. So, hopefully, I'll probably meet with you again in the next 2 weeks when your training is over,
Mhm.
and we can see where your, you know, the whole job situation is at, and we'll go from there.
All right. Thank you.